Okay, so another type of problem that you can solve with what you know about tangents now is this, or things like this. So this tower, called the CN Tower in Toronto, is 447 meters above ground level. How far is it from the observation deck to the horizon? The Earth's radius is about 6,400 kilometers. So let's draw a picture that is wildly out of scale. Here's the Earth, here's the tower. It's not actually that tall. It is 447 meters, which equals that's meters, which equals 0.447 kilometers. And everything else is in kilometers, so we'll use that. From the top of this tower, you can see to the horizon, and your line of sight would be tangent to the horizon at the point, the farthest you can see. After that, you can't see, so none of this stuff over here is visible to you. It's past that point of tangency. You can see all of this until right there, and that's where your line of sight meets the horizon. This is 6,400, and this is 6,400. And what it's important to notice here is that this triangle is a red right triangle. So what we're interested in finding is this distance, and we'll call that x. And because it's a right triangle, we can use the Pythagorean theorem to find it. Now, our hypotenuse is the combination of 6,400 kilometers and 447 meters, which is 6,400.447 kilometers. That's our C, and that equals the other two sides squared added together. So, and we're just using C squared equals A squared plus B squared here. And the other side is the one we don't know. So I'm going to subtract that 64,000 squared on both sides. And I'm not going to square any of those because they're just going to get giant and hard to write. So we're going to have on the left 64,000.447 squared minus 64,000 squared equals x squared. To solve for x, we'll do the square root on both sides. And I'm just going to type in to my calculator the square root of this thing. You might be tempted to be like, hey, there's 64,000 and there's 64,000, there's subtraction, let's just get rid of them. But it does not work that way. All right, let me punch that in my calculator. All right, I punched it in. I got 75.64 kilometers equals x. So you can see 75 kilometers from the top of that thing, which is pretty far. It's like 50 miles or something. All right, so there's a little word problem. You had to draw a picture, realize the Earth is a circle, and that your line of sight there is a tangent line. Here's a similar problem, although now we are 2 miles above the Earth, and the Earth's radius in miles is about 4,000. So slightly different numbers because we're using miles and because an airplane is higher than that tower. what is the distance to the horizon? I would highly recommend drawing a picture and thinking carefully about this. And good luck, and I'll see you